Good afternoon from the newsroom. The former US President Bill Clinton has offered to intervene to help resolve the current political deadlock in the North. His offer came in an hour-long meeting with the Taoiseach in New York last night. Mr Kenny said President Clinton told him of his concern about the current difficulties and that he was willing to help.
Stormont's Assembly is in go-slow mode because of a political crisis. Negotiations involving the five main parties and the British and Irish governments finally got underway last Monday. Now comes word that Bill Clinton is willing to help if requested.
President Clinton has expressed his continued interest in wanting to assist the process in Northern Ireland and remains available to us in any event if that assistance were to be required or appropriate.
In the 90s, at the time of the IRA ceasefires and the Good Friday Agreement, the Clinton interventions were important. Bill and Hillary Clinton have always maintained an interest in Irish affairs. This was his message during a visit last year.
Finish the job.
American goodwill towards Northern Ireland remains a factor. Gary Hart, the US envoy, has made several supportive statements. The American ambassador in Dublin, Kevin O'Malley, and the US consul in Belfast, Dan Lawton, are tracking matters. It's too early to say if that Bill Clinton offer will be taken up, but when the talks reach a critical stage sometime next month, British government money and lesser amounts from Dublin may have a role. Ultimately, it's politicians from here in Northern Ireland who'll decide the outcome of these negotiations. If they're to succeed, they'll need to show a new courage and pragmatism. And they'll need luck that has so far evaded them. Tommy Gorman, RTE News, Belfast.
A charity for the homeless is urging members of the public to report the locations of people they believe to be sleeping rough in Dublin. It follows the discovery of a man's body at Dawson Lane in Dublin city centre yesterday morning. The man, aged in his mid-30s, had been sleeping rough. The Peter McVerry Trust has said that people can report the locations of those sleeping rough at the website homelessdublin.ie to ensure that those who are homeless are offered every possible support.
When Jonathan Corrie died last December, people talked about it as a homeless crisis. It's really a housing crisis. We need to get people out of emergency accommodation so we can make sure we have beds for the most vulnerable, like the gentleman who died last night.
The United States has disclosed that some equipment it gave to Syrian rebels ended up in the hands of the al-Qaeda-linked al-Nusra Front. Rebels trained by the United States gave trucks and ammunition to the Nusra Front in exchange for safe passage through Syria. The disclosure is seen as a blow to the US effort to train local partners to fight Islamic State in militants in that country. Switzerland has banned sales of Volkswagen diesel cars in the most far-reaching step taken by a government in reaction to the emissions crisis. The country has stopped the sale of the majority of cars that have the software designed to cheat emissions testing. The move affects roughly 180,000 cars that are yet to be sold or registered. Germany, the US and the UK have launched investigations into diesel emissions, and more could ban the cars from their roads. An Islamist rebel suspected of attacking mosques and monuments in the city of Timbuktu in Mali has been handed over to the International Criminal Court. It's believed to be the first time that a person has been brought to the court's custody for wrecking cultural heritage. The man was handed over by Niger and is being detained in The Hague. A memorial stone has been unveiled in Trinity College, Dublin, to commemorate the students, staff and alumni who lost their lives in World War I. The engraved stone was unveiled at the Hall of Honour in Trinity's front square.
In a way, it's an act of reparation, a recovery of a lost memory. The hall that you can see there, the Hall of Honour, commemorates the 471 Trinity men who died on all fronts in the First World War.
And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Bye for now.
Hello, good afternoon.